Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to tell you about the Asian side of Istanbul and why you won't want to miss this side of the city. This video is going to be kind of an overview of what there is to do on this side of the city. So we're going to start with a couple of neighborhoods and a couple of places that you're going to want to put on your list. The first place I'm going to talk about is Üsküdar, and Üsküdar is easily accessible by the Marmaray and by the ferry. You can easily take a ferry over from Beşiktaş or from Karaköy, or you can take the Marmaray from Yenikapı or Sirkeci. Couple of reasons to visit Üsküdar. First, Üsküdar has amazing views of the Bosphorus. It is a little bit more conservative than the neighboring area of Kadıköy. There is a lot of nature in Üsküdar that you're going to want to see if you want to kind of escape the city for a little bit. One of the main draws of Üsküdar is the seaside promenade. This was recently rebuilt, so it's very nice to walk or ride your bike, run in the morning. Along the coastline, you'll also see Maiden's Tower. You can actually visit the tower from a little boat that you can get from the shoreline of Üsküdar, and it will take you to the tower. In the center of Üsküdar, there is a mosque called Mirhamah Sultan Mosque. It's a pretty decent sized mosque, and you should definitely go inside. If you continue up the street going north along the Bosphorus, you're going to pass some parks. One of them is called Fethi Pasha Grove, which if you go all the way to the top, you'll see really nice views of the Bosphorus. This park is very calm and peaceful. It's a great place to just chill for the afternoon. If you continue going up the Bosphorus, you'll see a neighborhood called Kuzguncuk. Kuzguncuk is a cute little neighborhood. It's really just one long street. There are a couple of side streets, but people like to come here because it's very chill, it's very relaxed. There's lots of colorful houses that are similar to Balat, but I think that Kuzguncuk has more colorful houses. Balat just has that one row of houses, but in Kuzguncuk a lot of houses are colorful, which makes it very picturesque. They do film a lot of Turkish dramas in this area too, so you might catch a film crew while you're here. Kuzguncuk is also a good place for Sunday brunch. If you want to check out the cafes here, there's plenty to choose from. Kuzguncuk, also the neighborhood itself is very close-knit. They have a community garden, which you can kind of see and walk around what is planted, what's growing there. I think it's a good way to show community involvement, and it's a great way for locals to interact and get to know each other. Another unique aspect that you'll see in Kuzguncuk is that there's a really good mixture of religion here. You will see a mosque next to a church, next to a synagogue. So you'll see all three of those in the same neighborhood, and they all live peacefully together. Around Kuzguncuk, there's also a couple places where you can see the Bosphorus. There's a couple of parks that you can get nice views from as well along the shoreline. You'll also see some people swimming from this point. Usually they're older men that like to go swimming every day in the Bosphorus, and they just swim close by. So if you're interested in doing that, I guess you can also do that too. The next place that you're going to want to visit is still in Üsküdar, but you're going to need to take a bus or a taxi to get here. It's called Camida Mosque, and it's on top of the hill. You've probably seen this mosque from the European side. It's actually the biggest mosque in Istanbul, and it was built by two women architects. I believe it opened in 2022, so it's still fairly new. There's also a library on site, and from the front of the mosque, you'll also get really nice views of the city from here as well. Moving on to the fourth place to visit on the Asian side of Istanbul. Also, if you like heights and want good views of the city, you can also go to Camida Tower, which is the really big tower on the hill that you've probably also seen from the European side of Istanbul. This really big tower is actually a communications tower, and it also was opened a couple of years ago. You can go inside to the observation deck. It's all enclosed. There's no outdoor space. There is a restaurant and a cafe up there as well. If you're into views though, another place to get a good view is MR Sky Deck, which is located in Imar Square Mall. Also technically in Üsküdar. You will have to take a bus or a taxi to get here too. It's not connected on the metro lines. But this actually is inside of the mall. The mall itself is called Imar Square, and it showcases a lot of unique Turkish brands as well as international brands that you can see inside. They're mostly high-end Turkish brands, so if you're looking for a really nice souvenir, you might find it here. The mall features like wide hallways, really high ceilings. It's very modern and sleek looking. There's also an aquarium inside if you have kids and you want to have something fun to do. If it's raining outside, for example, you can go to the aquarium inside Imar Square. So the sky deck, this sky deck is slightly different from the Camidas tower because it does have an outdoor space. The observation deck is 2 levels. So you will see the enclosed area first. This has a lot of like very nice like furniture, like places to sit and take in the view. If you go 1 floor down, this is where you can actually go outside. It does get a little bit windy depending on the weather. Also outside there is a glass floor that you can walk on. So if you're not afraid of heights, you can definitely do that. And of course, there's also a cafe at the top as well. Now, if we head to the next area on the Asian side of Istanbul, we will go to Kadıköy, which Kadıköy I think is kind of the like heart of the Asian side. It's one of the more populous areas of the city. And lots of people come here for the cafe culture, the nightlife as well. There's lots of bars, there's lots of music venues, clubs, if you're into that kind of thing. But the main area of Kadıköy is easily accessible also by the Marmaray, by the ferry, which you can get from just about anywhere in Istanbul. It will go to Kadıköy. So a couple of things to do in Kadıköy. You can visit the fish market, where you'll see a wide variety of seafood. There's also olives, nuts, lots of things to sample. There's tons of souvenir shopping, lots of boutique stores that you can easily find some gifts and souvenirs for yourself. You'll kind of notice a different vibe compared to Üsküdar. Üsküdar is a bit more conservative, like I said, but Kadıköy is more lively and artsy. If you head over to Moda, you'll see a nice seaside park where lots of locals like to come in the summer to just chill with their friends, have a picnic here. Lots of people like to hang out on the rocks that are located here. It's just a really nice place to chill and hang out. It's also very peaceful, quiet. There's also a path that goes all the way from Kadıköy all the way down the coastline. I'm not really sure how long it is, but I think it's like it goes pretty far down. If you continue down the seaside further into Kadıköy in the more like a residential area, you will come across a street called Bağdat Street, which is a 16-kilometer road. This used to be the entrance into Istanbul from Asia. And there used to be some fountains along the way for horses to relax and drink from, also for travelers to come and rest before they reach the city on their long journey. Now it is a wide boulevard full of shopping and cafes and restaurants. Some areas are more high-end than others. You'll see stores like Rolex and Beymen, but you'll also see stores like Zara and bookstores. If you go out on the side streets, you'll see even more cafes, even more restaurants. The street itself is a one-way street, so the traffic on the street only goes one direction. The street, you'll notice, is wide, and the sidewalks are also very wide too, so it feels more modern and like glamorous than other parts of the city. So that's a quick look at the Asian side of Istanbul. You have areas from Üsküdar, Kadıköy, and Camiada, and also modern shopping malls like Imar Square. There's lots of great viewing points from the Asian side of Istanbul, so definitely add these places to your list. I'll be diving into more details about Üsküdar and Kadıköy in future videos, so definitely subscribe if you want more information about these two neighborhoods. Till next time.